Hey, I'm Tsunani. Welcome to this cozy painting video. Here in this bag are all my new Mijello Mission Gold paints. I swatched them in my watercolor haul a few weeks ago and I haven't painted with them yet. What I'm doing here today in this video is to fill all of the 20 colors, 10 normal Mission Gold and 10 of the Tourmaline series in the new palette from Meeden, and then I'm painting with them in my sketchbook. I already equipped it with 20 half pens. It's awesome that exactly 20 half pens fit in here and I have 20 colors. I'm looking forward to play around with these awesome paints in my sketchbook. If you are interested in all the colors and pigments and the swatching, then watch the watercolor haul video. I linked it for you. I waited so long to fill them in here and I can't wait to paint with them. I'm so happy with the colors I picked for this palette. And it's just awesome. Now everything finally come together so nicely and perfect. So after I swatched all these colors, also on a little swatch card for the palette, I decided to color in this sketch I drew a few days ago in my studio. For this painting I used Granite Stoned Warm Gray, which is such an amazing color. The granulation is just beautiful and I love this so much. Then I used Turquoise Blue also on the clouds, and for the darks and background the Peacock Blue, also granulating but not as much as the gray. I'm painting here in my Talens Artcreation sketchbook, and I know this is not the best representation for watercolors, but I use watercolors in it all the time and I like it. But we can see the granulation of the gray on this paper anyways. And I love to play around in the sketchbook. I always take it with me wherever I go, and on it, on the side here, there is always a Prismacolor Colorase pencil, as you can see here. And so I can easily sketch all my ideas down really quickly. Or make sketches like this to color it in later. The Artcreation doesn't come with this pencil holder flap. This is a tool like a very solid sticker from the brand Leuchtturm, which is known for notebooks and also sketchbooks. I found this in my local art store and I love it. I will use it for future sketchbooks as well. For more contrasts, I used the Peacock Blue again on a second layer for the background. I like the vibe of this piece. This is how I feel very often. My mind drifting away with heavy thoughts like these rain clouds. Somehow it feels very good when I'm looking at this. So after the watercolor part dried, I used an Arrtx Colored pencil, Mayan red on top, later a violet blue. This was fun and I like the result a lot. This red also gives a bit of the blue-red contrast I like so much, together with the red sketch of the Colorase pencil. Three days later, look at the perhaps dried paints in the palette. Some shrink down a bit, but they seemed dry, but still soft. Except for this one, the Quin Red, which hasn't dried at all. I'm curious how long it takes to dry. Whatever, because I only almost used blues on the last spread, I wanted to play around with a few other colors. On this day I really wanted to paint, but I had no idea what. So I first made a layout on my spread, which could look nice in the end, and blobbed a few colors in the panels. I can recommend doing this if you have no idea what to draw or what to paint, or if you are even blocked somehow. I made a few videos about this. I call it technique. It's a nice way to fill a spread and find creativity again. For me, it's comfort zone doing this. It's always worth doing it. For this spread, I picked the Bright Opera Pink, which is awesome, Gamboge, and Shadow Violet, which is also a granulating color and separates into a dark violet and a pinkish tone. I randomly putting these colors on this paper here. On this point, I have no clue what it will become in the end. On the right empty space, I sketched a cute nature spirit creature, which is also my comfort zone to sketch little cute creatures. It is January and I already ready for spring. Can't wait. So I thought it would be nice to paint little sprouting creatures, the first indication of spring. I know it still takes some time until this will start again, but it feels quite close. If I close my eyes, I can hear the birds singing and the bees buzzing again. Spring is my favorite time of the year. What's yours? I made this growing spring cutie to the theme of the spread, and now I'm looking into my blobs to use the shapes for other spirit creatures. This is so easy, and now I know what will going on this page is. So it's easy to sketch, intuitive and without thinking too much. This is the point where everything gets easier and the flow comes again, you know? As I said a few minutes ago, I can absolutely recommend trying this if you want to paint or draw in your sketchbook and you don't know what to paint. I picked these 3 colors and they mix so nice together. On the side, I wanted to remember how nice they mix for my future me. I also like the greens out of the violet and the yellow. Later I will mix all 3 to a nice brown and also swatch it on the side. These Mijello paints are so enjoyable. They have a wonderful quality and I'm so happy to have a full palette of them now. I will use them a lot, I guess. In the first little picture, the little guys come to life again after winter time. One of them is still sleeping, and in the bigger picture they already grew a bit more and they are very happy that the sun is shining warm on their little bodies and leaves. I like to use darker colors in the backgrounds, that in this case the characters come way more out. This negative painting technique always highlights the nice random colors which I blocked before on these pages. After 2 layers of watercolors, I'm using also the Arrtx colored pencils on top. These colored pencils are perfect for working in sketchbooks. They are very soft, but not too soft. I always enjoy them. Then I'm also using white highlighters for the eyes and a few details in the end to finish the little illustrations. Next time I will test these watercolors in my Etcher Lab sketchbook on 100% cotton paper. I'm curious and looking forward doing it. This was a fun painting video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you are still here and watched this video to the end, comment with a leaf emoji. Then I know. Please don't forget to also leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. Also a big thank you to my beloved Patreons. You are amazing. Then have an awesome week, my friends. See you next time. Yours Xolani.